program number, you win. 7017,
NAPA late models feature headed to the fast half now. Derek Hoffman, Dean Cook, Scott Stovall, Neil Richardson, Justin King, your top 5 starters. Terry Fisher Jr. going to hop into the 46 car here for this feature instead of Chad Richardson. Field coming through corners number 3 and 4. Derek Hoffman, your pole sitter. Here we go. Derek Hoffman darts into the race lead. Scott Stovall into second. Mean Dean Cook drops into third. Neil Richardson, last week's winner, in fourth. Battle is the 5th. King the 5. Fitzwater the 3. Fisher the 46.
Derek Hoffman, Scott Stovall, Dean Cook. Derek Hoffman.
Steve Minnick Jr. in the 72, not in contention tonight. Dominated the 2010 season. Good chance for somebody else to pick up a win here tonight. Derek Hoffman out in front. Battles back here for 5th. Fitzwater the 3, King the 5. Yellow, and Neil Richardson spins around. Three complete, 27 to go. Derek Hoffman, Scott Stovall, Dean Cook up front. And here we go, back to green flag racing with the NAPA late models. Hoffman in the 2, Stovall the 53, substituting for Brian Barkas here tonight. Hoffman, Stovall, Cook, Fitzwater, King, Weiss, Fisher, Cook, Barkas, Howard, Brumfield, Richardson, and Goodman, your running order. Scott Stovall, the 53, dives to the inside of Derek Hoffman. Derek Hoffman in the 2, trying to make that high line work. Scott Stovall, the 53. Stovall by a nose down the backstretch. Scott Stovall trying to pull ahead, but Hoffman battling back in the outside lane. Dean Cook back at 3rd. Got a hole pretty much idle, trying to figure out what these two are going to do up front, looking for a hole. Stovall, the 53, side by side still with Hoffman. Stovall tries to push up Hoffman a little bit. Thought for a second Cook was going to take a look at the bottom. Stovall still battling with Derek Hoffman. Dean Cook sitting in 3rd. Stovall battles back to the inside of Derek Hoffman. Hoffman's going to go back out in front. Put about a car length advantage over Stovall. Dean Cook 3rd. 4th is Fitzwater. 5th, Dave Weiss. Battles back for 6th. Terry Fisher Jr. and Justin King going at it for the number 6. 5 King on the bottom. Fisher on the high side. Fisher pulls ahead. Fisher the 46, King the 5. The 1X car. Dave Weiss in the number 5 spot, trying to find a way around Oliver Fitzwater in the 3. slower vehicle, the 89 of Goodman, going to play havoc here on this one. And the caution flag is going to come out now.
Hoffman.
11 laps in, 19 laps to go. Derek Hoffman, Scott Stovall, Dean Cook, Oliver Fitzwater, and Dave Bice, the top 5 cars. Terry Fisher Jr. sits in 6th as the field comes back to green. Fisher, the 46, takes a look to the outside of Bice. Bice, meanwhile, takes a look to the bottom of Fitzwater. Fitzwater in the 3, Bice in the 1X. Good run on the inside is Dave Bice. Dave Bice, the 1X, now into the number 4 spot. Fitzwater back to 5th. Derek Hoffman about a 4-car length advantage over Scott Stovall in the number 2 position. Dean Cook sits in 3rd still. Derek Hoffman, your race leader, 14 complete, going to be 15 and halfway this time by. Rounding corners number 3 and 4, Derek Hoffman, your leader at lap 15. Scott Stovall 2nd, Dean Cook 3rd, Dave Bice 4th, Fitzwater in 5th, Terry Fisher Jr. 6th, 7th is Justin King, 8th, Al Cook Jr., 9th, Neil Richardson, 10th, Tony Barkus, 11th, Tim Howard. Derek Hoffman out in front. Stovall, the 53, closing in again just a little bit on the 2-car. The City Chevrolet 97.3 WMEE Chevrolet number 2 of Derek Hoffman. Your race leader still. Stovall takes a look to the bottom of it. Stovall, the 53, closing in relatively well. Once again, going to make another bid for up front. Dean Cook still sits in 3rd, kind of just figuring out what these two are going to do, possibly saving his stuff. 1X of Bice still battling with Fitzwater. Terry Fisher Jr., the 46, closing in on him as well. Derek Hoffman still out in front. Derek Hoffman still out in front, trying to fend off Scott Stovall and Dean Cook. Cook in the 8 takes a look to the bottom of Stovall to no avail.
Off turn number 4, Goodman. Safety to the racetrack. Now we got fireworks in the 3rd location.
Single file formation throughout the entire field here. Stovall in the 53 trying to close in once again on Derek Hoffman.
For lap number 24, 6 to go. Hoffman and Stovall. Somebody among the leaders had a time down the
Fitzwater sitting in 5th, trying to fend off Terry Fisher Jr. Some smoke off the right front of that race car. Possibly a tire going down. And Fisher, the 46, slows up. Problems for the 46 car. So problems for Terry Fisher Jr. in the 46 car. Yellow flag out here. 6 laps remaining here in the late models feature tonight. 24 in, 6 to go. Hoffman, Stovall, Cook, Bice, and King, the top 5 cars. Here we go. Back to green flag racing, looking to finish this one off. Stovall's got about a handful of laps remaining to try to get around the 2 car of Hoffman. Is he going to have enough? Cook back there in the 8 car, sitting in the 3 spot, trying to fend off Dave Bice. The 1X of Dave Bice, usually driven by Tommy Cook. Bice dives to the inside of Dean Cook. Cook throws a block. Bice has to check up. King closes in on him.
Contact and kept on going. Now the top 2 all.
Hoffman the 2, Barkas the 53. Hoffman the 2, Barkas the 53. Coming to the 2 to go, signal this time by. In 5 races this year, we've had 5 different winners. Hoffman looking to extend the streak to number 6. Stovall has a lap and a half to try to get around the 2 car. Derek Hoffman coming to the white flag this time by. Final half mile. Hoffman in the 2, Stovall the 53. Stovall closes in. Down the back straightaway they go. Hoffman trying to fend him off. Stovall going to make a bid to the bottom. Hoffman going to throw a block. Coming to the line. Who's it going to be? Your race winner, Derek Hoffman. Stovall 2nd, Cook 3rd, Bice 4th. Justin King rounds out the top 5.
Justin King 5th in the 33 of Richardson, 7 of Cook, and the 50